I see these record boards in most gyms, and they have like every single girl workout, every single hero workout. They have all, and they have, you know, ridiculous amount of things up there, and then they have like 5 people under each thing. A record board should really probably be like the CrossFit Total. Maybe have age groups on it or something, but only one person should be on that record board, because that gives everyone then something to shoot for. And the funny thing is, whoever is the best in your gym sets the standard for your whole gym. So if you have someone in your gym that lifts 400 pounds on the squat, and that's the most you've got, no one else is going to lift much more than 400 pounds. You may get 405, maybe 410. Over the years, you'll get it up, maybe 450, 500. If you had a 400-pound record, someone comes in the gym, squats 500, all of a sudden you have a bunch of 475 squatters. Because people's perceptions of what's heavy is where it counts. So CrossFit Conjugate, Shane and Laura's gym, so they have Sweatshop gym, it's here, it's the Powerlifting gym, and then they bought the warehouse behind and back through, and it's CrossFit Conjugate. And there's a door here. And so the powerlifters come and check out what the CrossFit is doing, the CrossFitters check out what the powerlifters are doing. But their numbers are ridiculous compared to most CrossFit gyms, because they have a bunch of powerlifters next door who squat 1,000 pounds, deadlift 800 pounds. So when they're deadlifting 300, they're like, oh, this is pathetic. And they have Taylor Dreschner, she went on, she's like a 450 deadlifter, 23 years old, you know, tall athlete. She competed at regionals, but she's in the military, so she's off doing that. But that's like something to keep in mind. So if you're the best, or you have the best, you either have to bring people in who are better than you, or go train with other people. And that's the only thing with, you know, team competition is create a little bit of separation between boxes, you know, because you know, if you're in this box and you're in this box and we're competing against each other, we don't want to share, we don't want to learn from each other. And there's like local rivalries, like some of you probably have them, some of you probably see it and like, this is ridiculous, but you know, individually, like, you can't be the best person in your gym and expect to get much better, you know, and that's why my hats are off to like guys like Rich Fronin and you know, Annie and Sam, people who have been winners and then come back and won again, because who do they train with? Who do they don't. They have no motivation, like, push them, because they're not chasing them. They just have to stay ahead. How much work do you have to do to stay ahead? Well, this has to be as much as you can do. But at some point, is it like, am I doing more than everyone? Am I killing myself? So it's, you know, it's amazing to see repeat winners over and over again in a sport that really is like, you know, you don't know what's coming at you. And even this year's games, you know, Rich wins, but the first 2.5 days were completely unorthodox compared to normal. So it's fascinating to me to see that, you know. But one thing a lot of people don't know is, like, probably 2 months before the games, they had a mobility seminar at Mayhem, and then Rich and Dan, I don't know, but Kelly probably just stayed, they probably didn't have to pay him anything, but he worked with them on their positioning and their like snatches and stuff. And a couple of weeks later, Rich posted that video overhead squatting. It was like a ridiculous amount for like 3 reps. And then he PR'd in his snatch and everything like that. Because at his level, there's other things you can fix. He fixed his positioning and his numbers go up. So it's fascinating to see all that stuff, you know, and they still go outside of the box to get help and things like that. And, you know, like I said, Sam, she programs for herself, but she has the CrossFit Conjugate input, she has Dogtown input, so she's going to the top coaches in the world to learn more. So individually, you know, for you guys, like, it's the same thing. You gotta, and obviously you're here, so you're learning, but in terms of training wise, you gotta find people who are gonna push you. You know, training on your own is good, but self-motivation can only get you so far, you know, because you can't see when you don't finish your lift properly, or you miss part of the pull, or you pull too early on your snatch, or you're not pushing your head through. Like, those reps that you don't see add up over time, you know, so you need another person's eyes